inventions have changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 3 and the Elusive Target Arcade. And today's arcade, the Thespians. This is a 3-level arcade, and we are starting off in Paris. So, for level 1, we have our one target. We also need to collect the memory stick that he drops, and our stipulation for this particular arcade is that all of our targets must be eliminated via an explosion. So for level 1, we will be starting undercover in the dressing rooms, and we are going to have a remote igmatic gas grenade stored up in the basement stairwell, and we're going to be bringing with us a proximity explosive of your choice. I've chosen the C4 proximity explosive. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to make our way straight to the basement stairwell and retrieve our igmatic gas grenade in a briefcase. And I should warn you, this does not go exactly according to plan. So once we're into the basement stairwell, we're going to grab the gas grenade in the briefcase, remove the gas grenade from the briefcase, and then return it, thus activating it. And we're now going to make our way back to the rear of the catwalk, and just around to our right and through the doorway on our left here, and we will find the toilet cubicles. And we're just going to make our way into the first cubicle and select our proximity explosive. I recommend putting the explosive on the left hand side of the toilet, not the right, and you will see why momentarily. So we're just going to make our way to the rear of the catwalk. Once that is done, select our gas grenade detonator, and we're just going to wait here now for our target. Now our target is basically made up in one of the model's outfits, and you can tell him because he has what to me looks like a bird image spray painted across his face. So when he comes off of the catwalk, we're going to bump into him, trigger our gas grenade. He will then get sick and he will make his way to the bathroom. Now what I should have done was drop that briefcase a little bit sooner so that it distracts the waiter outside. And as you can see, the explosion has pretty much blown our target clean out of the bathroom, and his body was immediately spotted. So with that done, we are now going to move away a safe distance until all the heat dies down before returning to the bathroom and collecting up the memory stick. And once we have that, we are free and clear to make our way to the nearest safe exit. And I am going to head for the car park exit, I believe. So it's a straight run straight down the side of the palace. You can see the exit ahead of us. So unfortunately we lost our silent assassin rating. We were not actually spotted, it was just that the serving staff member or the waiter outside of the toilet spotted the body because he was blown almost out of the bathroom door. Which is why I recommend putting the explosive on the left of the toilet, which would hopefully blow the target further into the room. So, moving on from that disaster, we will now head to level 2, and this is set in the House Built on Sand mission of Marrakesh. And our target, Mr. Giggles, we must once again retrieve something, but this time we will get away with it quite cleanly, and once again we have to kill our target via an explosion. So for level 2, we will be bringing with us a remote explosive and our remote igmatic gas grenade in a briefcase. Everything else will be available to us on the map. So right from the start and off the bat, we will be slightly more successful this time round. So we are going to put down our newspaper and we are heading for the carpet shop area. We're just going to cut right through the market area here, and we're looking for the little storeroom right in the corner of the map, where we will then deposit our briefcase. So it's just here on our right where the battle axe is. We're just going to place our briefcase down right where the axe is located, and then we're going to make our way up and over the rooftops to where our target is. So I'm just going to go up the drain pipe, across the ledge, and then up onto the roof, and then we're going to use the ledge you can see ahead of us and around the corner and onto the roof of the next building. And the building next to that, you can see in the distance there, is where our target is. Now we will have some waiting around to do for this, because we do have to wait for Mr. Giggles to have a conversation. And that is Mr. Giggles, you can see there on the phone pacing around. We're just going to wait for him to move off up the stairs, and then we're going to drop down onto the roof below. As he goes away, we're just going to drop down, use the wall for cover, and all we have to do now really is wait. And momentarily, our target will return, and the waiter, you can see, will lean against the wall next to us. And all we can do is wait this conversation out, where Mr. Giggles is going to eventually poison his friend or target or whoever he is. While we're waiting for that to happen, we are going to grab the 3 bricks that were just off to our right there, currently our left because we're facing backwards, and we're just going to wait here now for the conversation to finish. And once Mr. Giggles' target makes his way downstairs, Mr. Giggles, our target, will make his way to the rooftop edge, and we can then grab the waiter, pull him over the wall and subdue him or render him unconscious. And we're just going to wait now for Mr. Giggles to return from the ledge, and he will pick up one of the glasses that we usually poison, and when he does, we can then vault over the wall. We're going to hit him over the head with 1 brick, throw our next brick at the guard at the far end of the roof, and with our final brick, knock out the guard on the upper level. We're then going to hide the 2 guards' bodies. Don't worry about that just yet. I do pick it up again by mistake. You can drop it there if you so wish. So once we have the guards stored up, we want to return to Mr. Giggles, because he has dropped a key. Now that key will be very useful. So we're going to pick up the key, drop our duck and detonate it. Now luckily the table stops Mr. Giggles from flying away, and we can then quickly dump him in the closet provided and make our way as quickly as we can back over the rooftops, because obviously many guards are on their way to that rooftop, and they do literally arrive as we are leaving. So once we've made our way back down to the ground floor, we're going to retrieve our briefcase from the rug area here where the axe is stored. We're going to take out our gas grenade and then replace it in the briefcase to activate it. And then we're going to make our way right through the Shisha Cafe and out the far side. Because the key that Mr. Giggles has dropped is a key to the Shisha Cafe. So instead of having to get the invitation and get in that way, we can just let ourselves in through the side door here. So just make sure no one's watching as you unlock the door, and then make our way through the staff room there and out into the private members club. And we're just going to wait outside the bathroom here with our gas grenade detonator in hand. And shortly a young lady in a black dress and sunglasses will approach and pull out her phone. This is the young lady carrying the guest list that we require. So we're going to detonate our gas grenade when she stops still, and she will get sick and make her way into this bathroom where we are lying in wait. I've also dropped my briefcase, we don't need that anymore. So when the young lady comes in to be sick, we're just going to wait for the door to close, render her unconscious, hide her body in the closet or the crate provided, and then pick up the guest list. And all we have to do now is to make good our escape.
The clown has expired, and the
So
money
we are
has
going to head for the carpet shop exit, which is the exit right in front of us, right where we went up the drain pipe at the beginning of the level. And that will conclude level 2, and we have our first silent assassin rating. Should be our second, but unfortunately explosions can be somewhat unpredictable. This has been a challenging escalation or arcade, and we're now going to move on to the third and final level, and hopefully we can keep up our trend of now achieving silent assassin ratings. So for level 3, we are back on the Isle of Scale once again to eliminate Mr. Jimmy Chen, and just like with the previous 2 targets, we have an item to collect before we leave, this time the dictaphone. So for level 3, the only item we will need to be bringing with us will be a silenced pistol. Everything else is available to us on the map. So right from the start and off the bat, we need to make our way obviously into the castle entrance, but we are going to stop along the way to the crypt where we will get a guard's outfit, and we are going to pick up a propane cylinder. So we're just going to run straight past the entrance, around to our left and up the drain pipe on the far side, and up on the top here, if you so wish, on the door ahead of you is a security room and you can take out the cameras. But today we don't need to worry about the cameras, we just want the propane cylinder. So we're just going to grab that propane cylinder and drop it off of the roof here. Just wait here before we descend the drain pipe, as it should attract the attention of one of the guards. He's going to come along and investigate. He will not find anything and he will lose interest and head off back to his post. And once he does, then we can descend the drain pipe and retrieve the propane cylinder. So as he wanders off, we're just going to make our way back down, and from here on out this will be pretty much the same as the normal elusive target. So we're just going to make our way into the castle grounds, and we're heading for the crypt area where we will put down our propane cylinder and pick up an assault rifle. So we're just going to make our way along the carpeted corridor here, past the Phoenix effigy and into the crypt area. Now once we get in through here, we will be trespassing, so we are going to crouch down, make our way into the crypt, past the crate here and drop our propane cylinder. And in the next room we have 2 guards, one of which is Static, who you can see there, and his colleague, as you can see, just coming into view now. He is going to lean on the sarcophagus and have a quick cigarette. We're going to wait for him to finish that cigarette and move away before we then make our way into the room, and we are going to grab the assault rifle that is on the sarcophagus, and we're just going to drop it just about here on the floor on our way back out of the room. We're going to hug the wall, and when the patrolling guard returns for another cigarette, he will then spot the assault rifle. He's going to move in to take that gun away to the weapons locker, which is just outside of the crypt. We are going to intercept him by subduing him from around the corner. There we go. And we are going to deposit his body in the crate directly behind us, and then we can take his outfit and retrieve our gas cylinder. This is the important bit. Don't forget your propane flask. So from here on out, we just make a beeline straight for the gallery area where Mr. Chen is located. Just be aware of the patrolling Archean guard who is an enforcer. As you see, I almost ran into him there because I wasn't looking. And we're going to make our way straight into the gallery, and in the corner where the fire alarm is, or the fire axe is, we're just going to throw our propane cylinder into the corner there and wait behind this display with our gun drawn. And we're going to line up our shot here, and eventually the only person who comes into this area will be our target, and we can very quickly blow him up and then vacate the area. We want to move a safe distance. Now I recommend going to the bathroom at the other end of the gallery, but once all of the panic has calmed down, we can then return to the gallery area, retrieve the dictaphone, and make good our escape. And just to be extra safe, I'm going to head for the harbour exit. There is a closer exit, namely the helicopter, but we're not going to try and risk that. It's a difficult area to get to in this outfit. And speaking of outfits, we are going to re-don our suit so that there are no enforcers on our way to the harbour. So that is level 3 of the Elusive Target arcade completed, and once you have completed either of the 2 new Elusive Target arcades, you will be rewarded with a rather useful item, and that is the banana, which I believe first appeared on Haven Island. So we just get confirmation, yes, we got a Silent Assassin rating, and we also got our banana. Now this is, like I said, a very useful item for knocking people out without affecting your Silent Assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.